Personally, I do not see anything wrong with using the items of an already passed loved ones, like maybe the mortar, pestle, spoons, bowl. I would still keep it close to me and also remind myself of the bond we shared while that person was still alive. That is me. But in the case of Philo, she did the same thing, not knowing that those bowls, those items she was using wasn't really carnal, and her own mom wasn't really carnal while she was alive. And even that abacha was a trademark that was passed down to her mom. Now the difference there is that the person that passed it down to her mom wasn't really into abacha, but was into another thing. I have a very good hairstylist that if she wants to make my hair here, both the time, both the neatness, both the beauty, her own would always stand out. Now, she told me that it was also passed, like their entire lineage, they are known for hair making. Now, that is a totally different thing. Do you understand? But I'm trying to create a picture of what I'm trying to tell you people. And even if you want to price her, maybe her normal bargaining price is 7,000. Even if you tell her 5K, she will not even like squeeze her face. She will just smile and take it, knowing fully well you will still come back again. Do you understand? Now, this is the same thing with Philo. Philo was not yet initiated into that line yet, although the gift was already on her, thanks to her lineage. Philo kept thinking that she was losing her mind. The things happening were real, but she kept doubting because opening up to someone else would make her a laughing stock. She wasn't even aware that her auntie, the one she was living with, the one she ran to with her own siblings, was really aware of everything because her own mom, while alive, confided in this woman. And she was loyal to her till death. According to Philo, it was already clear, judging from the now, that what led to her mom's death was a fellow person that she termed her friend, but was also in competition with her on that same trade. Now, she would normally keep things in Philo's mom's shop, either a chair or maybe the one you would feel something moving inside your body, and Philo's mom would be complaining. But she would not know what really led to all that, not knowing that the person next to her was the one putting those charms and those crazy things in order to kill Philo's mom, although she succeeded. One of the days, Philo decided to confide in this her auntie. Now, this auntie wasn't her blood auntie, was just like a bosom friend to Philo's late mom. You understand that connection? So she wanted to confide in this her auntie. She met her outside while she was packing her clothes and told her everything that was happening, down to the signature curtain of the garden egg and other items that was similar to the mom's style. The auntie looked at her and didn't utter a word. She knew clearly what was happening, but she didn't just have the nerve to tell Philo. So when Philo was done with the whole complaining and trying to give a detailed information on what had been happening to her, her auntie dismissed her. She dismissed her. She didn't want her to go further and blamed it that maybe due to the excessive crying as usual, that she might have opened the door to a lot of things mentally, thereby saying that Philo wasn't mentally stable anymore. This part really brought back a lot of memories to me because I've been in a situation whereby I cried my eyes out and I mistakenly opened the door to something else, and I had visitations I could not explain. So while crying, be cautious. There are types of cries. Is that English okay? But you understand. There is cry for vengeance, and that vengeance one, as you're crying, there are a lot of things that will be present there. Let me give you a scenario in the sense of cry for vengeance. There is a particular lady, we'll come back to Philo. There is a particular lady. Her husband left just one plot of land for her and the two boys she had. But due to the evil in-laws, they forced it out of her. So they called a meeting in order to embarrass her. She came knowing fully well she had lost the case, physically speaking. The night before that day, she was crying and crying, even went to her husband's grave, and that is a huge mistake, and cried her eyes out. That night, she was visited by two beings that didn't look like human.